days, the local fishermen are making way for 961 rowers representing 52 nations who are here to compete in the 24 different boat classes. Amongst the entrants are 26 Olympic gold medalists from Atlanta and 14 world champions from the 1995 regatta in Tampere, Finland. One horseman who won gold at both of the aforementioned events is Steve Redgrave, arguably the greatest rower of all time. Last year on Georgia's Lake Lanier, Matthew Pinsent helped Redgrave add a fourth Olympic title to the 6 World Championship gold medals in his collection. Prior to their victory in the final of the men's coxless pairs, Redgrave had let it be known that he planned to retire and asked anyone seeing him get into a boat after the Olympic final to shoot him. But 4 months later...
The right move for me at the moment is to stay in a boat, keep training and try and win another gold in Sydney.
It may have been what Stephen wanted, but what about his wife and children?
I did have a formal sort of meeting with my family to discuss if I should carry on or not. I bribed 2 of them with lollipops. Because the vote was 3-1, the other one is changing the locks on the door.
With the locksmith hard at work, Redgrave and Pinsent were hatching plans for yet more golden glory. It was decided that their future would lie in the coxless 4, and when the inaugural World Cup got underway in Munich earlier this year, Tim Foster and James Cracknell helped the dynamic duo to yet another comfortable victory. That success was repeated in Paris and Lucerne to secure the World Cup title, and in the heats on Lake Aiguebelette, Great Britain's awesome foursome cruised through to the final as Redgrave extended his unbeaten streak to 70 races. No surprise there, but there was a shock in the men's single sculls for Ibrahim Ali, the Egyptian policeman featured in last week's Transworld Sport. The Cairo cop finished a disappointing 5th in his heat, and only solid performances in the repechage and in his semi-final earned him a place in the final of one of the regatta's premier events. No such problems for Rumyana Neykova, the Bulgarian rower we met earlier this year. World junior champion back in 1991, Rumyana has finally established herself as a world-class rower at senior level. A silver medal in last year's European Championships served notice of her intentions, and in France she won through to the final of the women's single sculls. And so, with the preamble out of the way, it's down to the business of winning medals. It's Finals Day. Sydney's the venue for the next Olympic regatta, and at its annual congress ahead of these championships, FISA, the sport's governing body, announced a reduction in the number of crews that will be allowed to compete in Australia in the year 2000. One of the boats that will be hoping to secure gold there will be Germany's entry in the women's double sculls. The Games of the 27th Olympiad may be 3 years away, but Micah Evers and Catherine Boron's domination of this event suggests there'll still be a force to be reckoned with in Sydney. Steve Redgrave will be hoping that he and the other 3 members of Great Britain's coxless 4 can maintain their dominance of this discipline over the next 3 years. For the moment, no other crew is able to get close to this dream team as they add the World Championship title to their already impressive CVs. The final of the women's single sculls proves to be a race too far for Neykova. One of only 3 Bulgarian entries at these World Championships, she has no answer to the power of Yekaterina Kodotovich of Belarus. Nicknamed Chokotovich because of her liking of chocolate, the Olympic champion cruises to victory. Neykova finishes 4th. In the final of the men's single sculls, Ibrahim Ali attempts to become the first African rower to win a World Championship medal. The rest of the field are upstaged by Ibrahim during the opening half of the race. But his charge falters and Jamie Coven takes full advantage. He leads the field home to become the first American since 1966 to win this event. Ali finishes a distant but respectable 6th. The elimination in the repechage of Olympic champions the Netherlands gives the German crew clear water as they attempt to retain their title in the blue ribboned event, the men's 8. But in a closely fought race, it's the Romanians who are first through 1,500 metres. The USA and Australia also overtake the pre-race favourites, and it's the Americans that time their charge to perfection. They take the title, one of 4 won by the American fleet here in France. 3 victories on the final day of competition helped Germany to the top of the medals table, with the USA second and Denmark third. And so, after 8 days of watching the world's leading rowers disturb their normal routine, the inhabitants of Lake Egbenet can once again enjoy the peace and quiet of their idyllic surroundings.